Cat, I'm shooting video now, if you don't mind. Hey everybody, it's Tanya here. I'm having my decaf and thinking about some of the things I've been doing. And I thought, you know what? I should share with you guys. And that's what I'm gonna do. So I have been working on a new collection lately. You might have seen some of the videos over the last couple of months if you're on my IG or if you have been following along on the channel. And thank you for doing that. Thank you for subscribing. You guys are awesome. If you haven't, what are you waiting for? Hit that button. Anyhow, I've been noticing that there has been a really interesting thing happening in my work, and that is it is beginning to split into the Starseed Galactic group, but also into healing art. And that's something I have done for a while, but now it's become a little more distinct and specific. And I just launched a collection. And it's called Perfectly Imperfect, and I wanted to share a bit about it today and some of the process videos you've probably seen, and maybe just to explain a bit about what's happening with that and kind of where the channel's going, because I'm coming up on my 2-year anniversary. Can you believe it? Amazing. I am amazed that I've been doing this long, and it's so much fun and I love it. So thanks for hanging out here every Saturday at 10 a.m. PST. That's right. Like you didn't know. Maybe you don't. Anyway, I digress because I'm really good at that. If you haven't seen the channel before, I do that. I love it. Anyway, look, I came back around. I'm back on circle. Okay, so things that are happening. The Starseed Galactic Elemental Angelic channeling that I've been doing, which I really love doing, is still happening. But in addition to that, there is now another stream, which is the healing art, and that's over at art.tanyakucey.com. I just launched a new collection, and I wanted to share a little bit today with you about that and what that collection means, and give you an opportunity to have a look at some of the pieces, maybe all put together. Because if you've been on the channel or seeing the videos over the last couple of months, or if you're checking out my Instagram, you can check that out. You see me posting this every day in my stories or sharing some behind the scenes info, and it's a very different feeling. So the channeled work that I do is working directly with spirit, galactics, elementals of nature, or other groups that come through that are high frequency. Sometimes they don't even use a name. And they bring through energy and light codes. And if you saw last week's video, they sometimes sing and the energy comes through that way, and it's a lot of fun, and also brings forward energy and transmissions and activations for you as a light worker or a starseed that really help you to open up and start to remember the connections that you have with this other way of viewing your life, and the energy that you have, and the abilities that you have, and the community that is out there. And it's incredible work, and I feel really honored to do it. And I love that, and that's still happening. However, the other thing that's happening is the healing art, and it's called healing art because it is really about bringing forward the opportunity for you to have a memory sense and to have emotions and a sensory experience, which I think is what defines art. It's all interpretive, right? Anyway, the art itself is revolving around the story that we are perfectly imperfect. And this comes from my own experience with perfectionism and having it as a mirror to really take a look at where I'm being challenged with these things. And I come from a background where I was classically trained in art, but I sort of specialized in graphic design. And so for years, everything was about being very precise and specific. And, you know, I was one of those people that would get obsessed with fonts and kerning, which is the spacing between the characters in a word. And I would spend hours making sure things were perfect. And so when I did do fine art, I did more a technique that was for me a lot about control and minutia and detail, which was photo representative acrylics. And so I could, take something that I had seen in a photo and replicate it exactly. And as time went on, that kind of fell away and I didn't feel connected to it. And what happened was I decided to go back to watercolors, which I hadn't played with in years. And the thing with watercolors is there is no control. And I don't know if you've played it with yourself or seen other videos, but it looks very light and easy and fun and free, and it totally is all those things. But when you are a perfectionist and you're used to doing things in a very controlled way, it's really challenging. And I needed that though. I needed that to do the channeling work, because the energy comes through from these groups and it's very open and flowing, but also very specific. So I couldn't pre-plan. I couldn't choose the colors or sketch before. They had their own shapes and glyphs, which you've probably seen in the videos. You can check out the channeled messages playlist and see that each group tends to have its own color palette or shapes or glyphs. And it's really interesting because I did try to replicate that when I wasn't connected, when I wasn't channeling, and I can't do it. I can't do it at all. It just comes out really static and stiff, and it just didn't work. So for me, it's been a really great experience learning how to just let go of the control and understand that it's a co-creation, and that me getting out of the way is part of what allows it to work. So it's really beautiful, and I love being able to do it. And so as it's starting to shift into my own work again, I did go back to doing things very precise, but again, I wasn't connected, like there was that soul level was missing. And so I started to do this group of meditations where every day I would paint a line and really connect in with the vibration and the frequency of the color and the movement. And was it opaque or was it sheer, or did it have shimmering, sparkling accents? And every day I would put down a new line, and I just found that it was really giving me a beautiful sense of freedom and really helping me to relax and let go of all the stress and the anger and the frustration and the irritation and the overwhelm that I myself find just existing in this time, which I'm sure you are familiar with as well. It is a challenging time to be in, and so we really need to find a way to take care of ourselves. For me, it's been the creative outlet, and being able to paint has really helped. But the work evolved from that and became its own series. And the reason it's called Perfectly Imperfect is because it really gives us a moment to connect with that calm energy and know that we are perfect exactly as we are. And if we are feeling a lot of pressure and stress on ourselves to be a certain way or act a certain way or do things, or for me, what I'm challenged with a lot is this old belief that if I'm not being super productive, I have no value, or my work doesn't have value if I haven't really, really struggled. And that's so old. So it's really helped me with that. But I noticed that other people found them doing the same thing for them. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to create a series. And that's what I've done. And I just thought it would be fun to put it all in one place. So the show has now gone live at art.tanyakucey.com, and you can check that out and see all the work there. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do today, is I'm going to share a bit about the collection and show you the images, and you can see a bit how they were created and how it all came together. And then I'd like to share some stills with you and just give you the opportunity to look at these pieces and see if they are creating for you this state of calm and relaxation, because that's really what it's about, is helping us to let go of those preconceived notions that we have about ourselves or scenarios or interactions that we have with others or the world at large, and know that we are exactly perfect as we are right now in whatever state we're in. And so that is really the whole point of it all. So I think what I'm going to do is share some videos now, and this is kind of a compilation of some of the behind the scenes, some of the process videos, and then the final pieces. And yeah, let me know which one resonates with you, or if there's more than one. I'm really curious to see how you feel about it, if it's creating for you a bit of a story and a connection, and if you are feeling the energy of release of that tension and stress, and going into that state of feeling really relaxed. So there you go. That's what today is all about. And next week, I think we'll be back with some more channeled stuff. But yeah, look forward to hearing from you guys. Pop something in the comments. I love to hear from you. I answer all the questions. So yeah, I talked a lot today, but that's okay. I'm going to get out of the way now, and I'm going to share some pictures with you. Okay, we'll see you soon, and I hope that you are enjoying the collection. Boop, 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 boop.